so much for coming. I'd like to start off by introducing the BPU president, Joe Fiordaliso, and we'll talk about the state program that's exciting and will really help lives in this community and around the state. Joe, thank you. Welcome to the City Hall.
Thank you, and it is a beautiful City Hall. This is all my years of working in Trenton. This is my first time. I'm sorry, am I not going to go over here? This is my first time in this City Hall, and it is magnificent. We have so many structurally beautiful buildings in this city. And you just drive around Trenton, and it's the housing stock there is beautiful. It really is, and and Trenton being our state capital, we're very proud of it, and we hopefully are good tenants here when we come in. So, since the early days of the pandemic, under Governor Murphy and Lieutenant Governor Oliver's leadership, the cooperation and the cooperation of our utility companies, over the past 2 years, we've been able to assist people who are having difficulty paying their utility bills. For 2 years, we had a moratorium. And that moratorium actually ended, actually a year and a half, actually ended in June of last year. We then went into our winter termination program, so we continued a moratorium in essence until today. Today is March 15th, and besides being the Ides of March, it is the end of the moratorium. People will start receiving shutoff notices. That does not mean, and let me emphasize this, that does not mean that today their power or their water is going to be shut off. There is a process. And what we're here today to appeal to people, and we've been appealing this, the governor, the lieutenant governor, who happens to be governor today, because our governor is out of state, to call up their utility company, set up a payment plan. They're more than willing to help you. They're more than willing to help you to find an assistance program that can help you pay off your utility bill. It's so vitally important. We don't want anybody in a situation where they can't pay their utility bill. We're here to help. There are assistance programs. The Board of Public Utilities pretty much provides the money, and the DCA, which the governor oversees, administers our programs and does a magnificent job and has made outreaches to those folks who need help. The utilities have outreached to those people who need help. We just need those people, 850,000 of them in the state of New Jersey, almost 1 out of 9. Please, reach out, call your utility company, set up a payment plan, or find out what is available so that we can help. We have one of the most caring administrations in the United States. Caring governor, a caring lieutenant governor, who are here at promoting the assistance that some of us need. And I understand that some folks, this may be the first time that they're reaching out for help. And they may be embarrassed. We're one family here in New Jersey, all 9.3 million of us, and we're here to help one another. If you have a problem, I'm going to give you a phone number that you can call and it's the Board of Public Utilities. We have an entire division devoted to customer assistance, and that number is 800-624-0241. Let me repeat that if I may. 800-624-0241. And they can certainly direct you, number one. Number two, they can certainly help resolve any problem you may have. But please, reach out to your utility today, whether it's the electric company, the gas company, or the water company. In addition to that 850,000 people with the electric and water, electric and gas companies, there are 157,000 water customers who are in arrears. Help is available there too. So with that, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing a person who has been a friend for many, many years. Even though she's considerably younger than I, it's my honor to introduce my fellow Essex County resident, the Honorable Sheila.
Good afternoon, everyone. I had to chuckle when he said that. You know, I get a chuckle when everybody says young lady, and I tell them I used to be young. Thank you, Mayor Fiordaliso, for hosting us here at Trenton City Hall as we want to elevate and make certain that all of the residents, not just in the city of Trenton, but across the state, are aware that today is the end of the moratorium. And I'm so glad that President Fiordaliso made reference to the fact that it is the Ides of March. I said that on my way over here. So you know, Mayor, this is the day when Caesar got it, right? So just watch your back, that's all I gotta say. Watch your back. So, you know, the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs, through our Division of Housing and Community Resources, operates energy assistance programs all the time. And we always, each year, join with the Board of Public Utilities to work in partnership with one another. This year is particularly important because of the moratorium. And I remember the day when the governor declared that there was going to be a rental assistance moratorium, a mortgage moratorium. I remember being in the Patriots Theater that day. And I remember saying to the governor, that's wonderful, but our challenge is going to be when these moratoriums are over. So the day is upon us, and I want to thank the Board of Public Utilities and President Fiordaliso for working with all of the CEOs and the executive leadership of New Jersey's utility companies to make certain that they worked with us so no one was shut off. It was cold winter, it's going to be a hot spring, and people are going to need their utilities. Many people, many of the customers depend on power for medical devices and other kinds of things. So it was important for us to get the word out that assistance is available. We have a number of programs, as he identified, and many of those programs can be applied for right on the Department of Community Affairs portal. So people that are you know, in the community, they can go to DCA Aid, and they can get a link and they can click on to almost any type of help that they need. Of course, as the President Fiordaliso has pointed out, energy assistance is numero uno, because today the utilities can begin sending you shut-off notices. They are working with us. We do have the funding in order to help people in a number of different categories. We were very lucky this year that when President Biden provided American Rescue Fund dollars to his communities across the country, DCA was the recipient of an additional appropriation of our LIHEAP funds as well, which is the Low Income Energy Assistance Program. Also, I think it is ingenious that we can help people with their water and sewage bills as well. That gets to be, it may not be a big number in some communities, but for families who have had limited income because of the pandemic, whose expenses have, piled up. We're not going to even talk about the price of gasoline in our state. Every penny helps. And as Joe said, there's no embarrassment about applying for any of these funds. They are your funds, they're your taxpayer dollars, and our Congress and our state legislature, our governor has made certain that people get assistance. I'm also going to take the opportunity to say to you that we have opened up applications for mortgage assistance as well. Many people know that rental assistance was available for the past several months. Our New Jersey Housing Mortgage Finance Agency is administering the homeowner assistance program. You can go to the HMFA website and begin the application process there as well. If you are eligible, the funding is available for not just back mortgage arrearages, but for property taxes as well. We're able to provide up to $35,000 per household. So we're very pleased about that program as well. I got great news today. All around the country, every state and every municipality and county did not expend all of their rental assistance funding. Several months ago, because we were a top performer, and yeah, they bash us for everything in New Jersey, but we were a top performer, Mayor Luciora, in terms of our distribution of rental assistance funds. So we received an additional $42 million a couple of months ago to provide more money, funding. This morning I got the good news from Janelle Winter, our division director, that we are going to receive an additional $47 million from the feds. Yes. So we'll put all that in the pot, and that means we'll be able to help more families who have arrearages in their rent. So I want to say to people in Trenton and all around the state, don't make an assumption that you're not eligible. A lot of times people say, oh, I'm never eligible for anything. There's a lot of factors that go into whether you are eligible or not. The size of your household, how many expenses you have, dependents you have, etc. So the funding is there. We want you to come forward and apply for it. We do not want to be left with any dime at the end of this process. So thank you, Joe, for working with us at DCA, and Mayor Luciora, I know that you do outreach in the community. Spread the word and let everyone know that help is here. And I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, LG. Just to put things in perspective, there are over 9,000 customers in Trenton that are in arrears. That's roughly 1 in 3 customers, utility customers. And as a community, they're behind to the tune of $17 million. So we can't be shy about this, and times are tough, and we are grateful that the state is being able to provide some relief for those who are in arrears. If you have electric issues, you can call an 800 number, 800-510-3102, and you can seek assistance up to $180 per month. So this is a generous offer from the governor and the lieutenant governor and Board of Public Utilities. I think it's incumbent on our residents and residents across the state. If you're behind in utilities, please speak up. No one wants to have their stove turn off. No one wants to have a faucet turned off and no one wants their lights to go out. So there is help on the way. Thank you to the Murphy administration, and please take advantage of it, especially for our residents